What's up guys? Aloha Sprinkleritos. Oh my god, don't adjust your screens, it's not 2014. I just thought I'd treat you. It is Monday morning, it's about 7:30. As you can hear the racket, the children are up. Pearl did not sleep very well last night, she's not very well at the moment, and Liam is a good dad and you took one for the team and you did most of the getting up, didn't you?
I did all of the getting up.
You literally did all of the getting up. I didn't know getting up. My week this week is so busy that I almost feel a bit physically sick about it, and today is no different. Today I'm doing this, which I like. Well, I like all the things I'm doing. I'm gonna try and film 3 videos for Facebook. Sorry, you know when you feel like you get gunk in your mouth. 3 videos for Facebook. I'm seeing a friend for lunch, which I thought about cancelling, but I was like, no, this is much needed because this weekend, hello, was a bit brutal because Liam worked the weekend. I had both the children and Pearl's not been well, so I need to go out and just have some like non-child time for a while. I've got loads of book stuff, I've got a bit of brand work to do. Tomorrow I'm going to Wembley to rehearse something, and then Wednesday is the actual thing at Wembley. Then I've got to get a train up to Salford on Wednesday night because on Thursday morning I'm doing some children's breakfast TV. Then Thursday morning it's children's breakfast TV, Thursday afternoon it's Blue Peter. I'll come back late, and then Friday I've got a lot on as well at home, so that's quite a lot to get done. But there's no saying I can't get it done. Hello Skishy. There's no saying, is there? We have a nanny come on a Monday, so I can leave that side of things dealt with, so I can really focus on all my tasks. So I'm gonna go and do the school run now, and I'll take you along for the day. It's gonna be a busy one, I think. Right, get in the car then, let's go, go, go. Yes. School run done and dusted, kippers and custard. Good, let's go and get cracking with the day. I don't want anyone to get too excited, but we're having the laundry segment and we're having it so early in the day. It's 8:30 and we've got a bit of a situation on our hands. I think some of you will recognise this situation. Let me just get a wash basket and shut this door because my family are being a bit loud. We've got Pearly here, obviously she lives here. Liam is on a day off today because he worked the weekend. It's been a brutal weekend. I was debating whether to talk about it because I don't want to complain about motherhood when I'm so blessed to be a mother, and I recognise that some people would love to have children. Oh my god, what is that smell? I think the cat has, I'm sorry. Wow. Oh dear, let me just open the door. My god, just a minute. Woo! The cat has let one off in the utility room. It's a small room. This is too small to have that kind of scent wafting through. Yes, this is turning out to be a brilliant segment. I don't want to complain about motherhood because I recognise that I'm completely blessed to be able to be a mother. But also I don't want to gloss over motherhood and just be like, it's just great every day, because this weekend was not great. Pearly has the chicken pox and is so unlucky because this is the 2nd time she's had chicken pox. She had it when she was about 8 months old, 9 months old, and we were told that if you have it under a year old they can get it again, because normally if you get chicken pox you get it once and then you are done with it, and you can get shingles as an adult and all that sort of stuff. I've had shingles, it's awful. So she has it again, and she's just not very happy about it. Like, why would you be? She's covered in little spots. We couldn't go out this weekend obviously because chickenpox is really harmful to pregnant women and all sorts of different people. So it's just been a long weekend. I'm really happy that today I'm like back to normal and back to work and stuff. So we have our lovely nanny here. Liam's on a day off. My sister is here because she's come over to help me do some work bits today. So we've got a full house. That's why I had to shut the door. I had to open this door because the cat smells. It's only 8:30. Anyway, what's happened is I have done a wash load in here. Et voila, the wash load. But I did that on Saturday and forgot about it. So now that will... Do you smell? Do you have that smell? that wash loads get if you leave them in. Amazingly no. Another day and that would have had like the cat wee smell that washing gets if you leave it wet in the washing machine. Then you have to redo it and then you forget about it again. You're in this endless cycle of constantly washing the same load. So I'm going to put all that in the dishwasher. No, in the dryer. This is all stuff that needs to be washed, but I need to use this basket, so that's all going all over the floor. We have a really good system around here, which is sort of basket, floor and machine. And then all of this stuff in here needs to come out, and that's all nice and dry. Nothing brings me greater joy than the smell of clean washing out the dryer. I'm really looking forward to the warmer days so that we can have some stuff done on the line outside. I was about to smell my knickers on camera, but I won't. I'll go for a top. Smells real good. So that needs to go upstairs to be folded, which is my least favourite job. It's funny because laundry is my favourite thing, but folding laundry and putting it away, least favourite thing. And then this stuff needs to go in and be dried. Now why did I start this segment? Oh yes, because Pearl needs something clean, so I was going to get something clean out of the tumble dryer. Has any of that made any sense? Because I feel like my mind's just gone like pfft. I've got like 400 tabs open in my brain at the moment. I've got a ton of Facebook videos to make today. I need to think about YouTube. The book is very pressing right now, like we're getting to a point where we're like, finish this book. I've got lots of travel this week. I'm also doing some other stuff with another business that I have, so a little like personal business that I have to do with investments and things like that. I'm always reluctant to talk about this. I don't know why. I think it's because I feel like I sound like a knobhead, being like, oh, I try to be really careful with investments, blah 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 blah. But I've been doing some paperwork for that, and I need to do a bit more today and pop to my solicitors and hand some stuff in to them. I also want to do a bit of utility room tour at some point. I need to have a big tidy of it first because I have got shelving in here now, and it pleases me so greatly that I would like to make it all really like Pinteresty organised. We're semi-organised now. It's just not pretty organised, like here's the tools and then here's like the cat shelf and here's the laundry shelf. Got one of these dryer eggs nowadays. I mean, in the tool cupboard we also have one school shoe, which makes no sense. We also have a box of stuff that needs to go to the homeless shelter that never got taken at Christmas because it was buried. We took so much stuff and I was like, yes, this is it. This was buried in my office under loads of other stuff. We found it recently, so that needs to go. We've got some microfiber cloths. This goes on the Mop of Dreams here. Some more microfiber cloths. Some stuff I want to do some batch cooking, and they're living currently in a cat bed, so don't worry, these are fully covered. They're not going to get foodie catty. My life's the best. Did I check if any of that stuff cannot be tumble dried? No, I didn't. I've just put it in and I'm turning it on because today I'm living on the edge. I am a maverick. I'm going to put a fresh lot in there. Well, it's not fresh, is it? It's dirty. I'm going to use one of my little Ariel 3-in-1 pots. Put you in. And then my Unstoppables in fresh, which is my favourite scent. Well, my favourite flavour is Pearl, but they don't do that anymore. It's officially been discontinued. I live for the day that they might bring it back. You've got to live in hope, haven't you? Got to live in the light. Put those in. Lovely. And then I just go to mix. Does anybody else use any of these others? I'll use like cotton for a bed wash and speed if it's like a quick school uniform. Gentle care if it's meant to just be dry clean. I mean, I'd like to know what's easy care for. Hygiene, I'm assuming is like a boil wash. Stain care, like sport, I don't know. Off you go. Look who's here today.
Hello.
It's Nana. She has been editing an IGTV vlog and it's in portrait, so how do you feel having been the first person to edit the first IGTV? How do you feel?
I feel great, but I also feel like my eyes are sideways because we had to move it all to portrait, and I was like, ah.
If anyone has any tips for editing in portrait on Final Cut Pro, we'd like to know, because
Please. My eyes.
because Tiana's eyes can't cope. That will be up by now, because this is going up on Sunday, so that will be up. So if you head over to my Instagram and check out IGTV, it's a bit of a throwback. It's when I went to Nice and Pearly looks so tiny in it, doesn't she? It's when she still had her like fluffy duckling hair.
The little mohawk.
Yeah, her little gingy mohawk. It was so sweet. So that's up, and now we're going to get on our shoes and go to B&M and buy some cleaning things. A bit of hinchy. Hinch, 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 hinch. The mothership. B&M. Bomb stores. You ever seen the cat looks so funny? It's not a cat that wants the treebies. That's the worst advert for treebies I've ever seen. Poised. So poised. We're back from B&M and we just did a little haul, and I just went into Darcy's room to check something, and I found the sweetest thing. I'm going to share it with you. To be quiet because Pearl's having a little sleep. So Darcy's going on a little residential trip, and I asked our lovely nanny if she would pack all the things, and look, I just love that you've done the little pictures. I just think it's the sweetest thing. It's such a nice loving little touch. I wish you were our nanny, like my actual adult nanny. So I have been in my soft office now for about 20 minutes, and I'm talking to my good friend and also someone you need to be following in your life. I'll show you her. Let me know if you know her before I say who she is. This is Emily Norris. She is a mummy vlogger and Instagrammer. She does hacks and speed cleans, and she's so beautiful, and you need her in your life. I will leave her deets below, but we're having a chat about friend things, but also some work things that we're going to be hopefully doing together soon. Wah, 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 wah. Right, it's very pixelated and I don't think we can hear you, so I'll say goodbye to you for the camera. Bye. Oh, I was just about to do 11:11, make a wish. Oh, I missed it. Sorry. 11:29 and I've arrived at Beckwith Emporium. If you live in Northampton, you will likely know it. It's like a very upmarket garden centre, crossed with a little delicatessen, crossed with a really nice cafe. At Christmas they have their Christmas shop and ice skating, and it's in the summer. I don't know what their thing is. They have lots of little knick-knacky things. They'll have lots of Easter knick-knack things, which I will be sure to vlog for you. I'm meeting my friend Elena and we're going to have just a bit of a catch up. We haven't seen each other in a while, bit of lunch. I think I can feel a bit of a montage coming along. Goose that lays golden eggs and golden cutlery. That's literally made my day. They've got they've got the actual soap. Liam because he got up with Pearly in the night, so I bought him some little love heart sweets. Oh, in fact, talk of the devil, here he is. He's a good egg. I'm about to leave Beckwith now, just in the car park. I need to do things like go to the solicitor. I've got lots of errands to do today, but I'm really conscious that my Trello and emails are getting really full, and also I haven't done any work on Wild Women today, so I need to go back and spend like 2 or 3 hours just like plugged in mentally to my laptop and get that done. Liam and I are going to have a little drive later. That's something we like to do for half an hour, just go for a little drive around the countryside. A lot of people say, I mean I say a lot, a handful of people have said, how do you find time for each other? Gosh, this lighting's awful. And it's doing little things like that that make all the difference. Good. I'm going home. Oh, baby. You're not feeling good.
Oh. Hey.
Can you see the camera? Say hello. You're not feeling well, are you? Poor baby.
Sure.
Hello. Hello, Rocky boy. Hello, Rocky boy. Is that a nice kitty cat? Cat. Hello. Give me a little. Oh, yeah, he likes a little cuddle, doesn't he? Yeah. Sat in my soft office writing my book, and I just looked out the window, and look. Will the camera pick up on it? Oh. There was a rainbow. Oh, that's a shame it's gone now, but there was a really beautiful rainbow out there. Right, that is my Doodles packed up for her little trip. Might put a little like note from Mummy in there in case she gets homesick. Well, that is her done. Now it's 5 o'clock and I've got to dash to the solicitors to hand in some paperwork before it shuts. Oh, Pearly's not having a good time, bless her. And Liam's going to come with me and we're going to have half an hour in the car together. We haven't really had any time together all of this weekend, and this week I'm away a lot, so we're going to go and have like a date, a half-an-hour date driving to the solicitors and back. I've come into the toilet because I need the toilet, quite honest with you, to be honest with you, but I'll probably stop vlogging before I actually like pull my pants down and sit on it, because as much as these are intimate, I think that's taking the biscuit a little bit. Just left the solicitor and the most cringy thing happened, and I haven't told Liam yet because I was like, I'm going to tell the camera at the same time as I tell Liam. So the lady came down to get my stuff and she said, oh hello Louise, how are you? I said, yeah, hello, how are you? Good, thank you, how are you? And she said, how was Disney, was it nice? And so I assumed that she's been following me on Instagram, that she's like a Instagram watcher. And I said, oh, you follow along then, do you? And she went, yeah. And I was like, gosh, you should have said something. And she's like, oh. And then I realised that we'd had a conversation whilst I was in Disney and said, oh sorry, I can't talk right now, I'm in Disney World. And she just remembered from that, and she probably just thought I was being really weird, or being like, oh, you follow along then. She was like, probably like, well yeah, I follow along to the conversation. It was all just really hideous, and was in that waiting room just trying to make it okay.
She was just being polite.
She was just being polite, and I was like, oh, here's my forms. Oh God. We're driving home and we've taken a slight detour. Look at all these sheep, just like chilling, literally by the side of the road. Hi friend. Yes. Look how beautiful this is. Look at all the pink and the clouds. It's England, just a lovely, beautiful place. I'm so glad we live here, aren't you, babe?
Yes.
It's so pretty. Sorry, I'm so shaky. The car's very shaky. It is 7:45 and I don't think I've filmed anything since we were driving back from the solicitors, and that was at like 5ish. I wanted to film like the getting ready for bed routine and a bit of a chat with Darcy and all that sort of stuff, but just went out the window because Pearl is just not feeling great. She's got chicken, I know I said she's got chicken pox about a million times. She just wants to be held all day long, and I think if you're that poorly you get to be held all day long. I'm quite firm generally about like not making a rod for my own back and all the rules that you're supposed to follow, although I do sometimes think a mum knows, you know when your baby just needs to be held. and she just needs to be held. So today our lovely nanny's been giving her lots of cuddles, and Liam's been off and giving her cuddles, and I've been giving her cuddles, and then when the nanny left to go home, it was just all hands on deck, and I just thought everything else can wait. Pearlie just needs mummy, so I've just been mummying. She's just gone down. Normally she goes to bed a bit earlier, but she just, it's horrible seeing her like that. I hate it. Right, I'm gonna crack on with a bit more writing. I do want to do the bedtime bath time routine tonight, but I feel a little bit flagging, so might have a cheeky Diet Coke and see if I pep up. And I've got my soup that I bought for breakfast. Soup for lunch, soup for dinner. Nom 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 nom. I've had a lot of snacks today as well. Yes. It is 21:22. I've had a lovely long chat with Esther, and I'm feeling right as rain again. Sometimes you just need a mum chat, don't you? So I have screen grabbed some of your pictures, your questions. I'm so sorry, my brain is so soupy. And I will answer some of them now for you. So the first question is a DP, and that is from Kiara or Kira, and that is, do you still attend church? And the answer is simply no, not at the moment. I haven't been going. I've been having a lot of different thoughts about it. A lot of thoughts about church in itself, and not necessarily my faith, but more, it's deeper. I've got lots of questions and I don't know what to do about it. I just don't feel like I've found my home yet with it. I haven't found my stride in it, and it's a lonely thing. I think the statistics are only 7% of the population in the UK are Christians. In America, that's 50% are churchgoers, and so you could find your people, you could find friends, but I don't have any friends like that. The church I was going to, St Giles, is absolutely lovely, but there just aren't a lot of people my age or kind of in my sphere there. And I do have a lot of questions about Christianity and like religion on the whole, which makes me sad because I really want to just have like blind faith with it, but I don't. There's holes in it that I don't feel like I can ignore. So simple answer is no, but that doesn't mean no forever. I still very much believe in God. I'm just struggling with some of the other bits of that. The next one is from Casey, and that is, what is one thing that your mum taught you that you would want to pass on to your girl? So we're still going deep here. So if you don't know, my mum died of cancer when I was 7, and my mum is like my idol and my inspiration and the person I most look up to in my whole life, because she was a legend. She was amazing, and the one thing that I feel she taught me was to always have a sense of fun. She was a fun mum. She was a good mum, and we still had rules and boundaries, but sometimes she'd be like, you know what, you just want to have, should we have cake for breakfast? Not going to hurt you. You only live once. Let's enjoy it. Like, my mum was the original inventor of YOLO, so I'd want my girls to know that. This is from Alice, and this is, do you believe in ghosts/aliens? Hope Pearlie's alright. Thank you, Alice. I think she'll be better soon. Yes, I believe in aliens, because I just think, how could you not believe in aliens? How could it possibly be possible that just our one planet, Earth, is the only planet in the whole universe that could harbour life? And I don't mean just like little bacteria, I mean like people type life. Like, we're in a solar system with many stars. Is it billions, trillions, thousands? I don't know, loads. And then there's billions of solar systems, and we haven't even found the edge of the universe yet. So how do we know what's beyond it? Like, yes, there's aliens. Like, you'd have to be really arrogant to think that our planet was the only planet that had life on it. I do believe in ghosts, but I'm scared to talk about it because I don't want ghosts to come to my house. So yeah, I do. And there was a ghost at my old house, and I don't want to talk about it too much because it freaks me out, but I had a ghost that lived with me called John Adams. I didn't really like him living there. He lived on the stairs. He wore a suit. Not for me. Not for me, babe. Not for me. Do you want any more children? Also love your videos. And that is from Yasbury. Thank you very much. And the answer is, I don't really know. I won't go more into that. I think I talked about it before, but I just don't know yet if I do or don't. Currently, I feel like I don't want any more biological children. But Liam and I are actually looking into fostering and adoption. When I say looking in, very lightly looking in at the moment. It's something we're talking about and thinking about. Right now, I don't think we have the time in our life to give that love and support to another child, but I know that in the future we'll have that time, and I feel like there's lots of space in my heart for it, but also need to look at the logistics and something we're just talking about. I might have another biological child, or I might just call it a day at 2. So a bit of a vague answer for you there. Our story so far says, does Liam's family spend as much time with Pearl as your own? And the answer is no, but Liam's family, a lot of them live quite dispersed around the country, and his parents live in another country, so it's quite difficult for them. His mum and stepdad spend some time in another country and some time here, so when they're here they spend time with her, but otherwise logistically it's a bit difficult. Williams said, did Pearl not get the chickenpox vaccine yet? In Canada they get them before they are 1. Sadly, kids around here just don't get it. You can get it privately, and I looked into that, and they start them, I read, when they're 14 months, but Pearl's only 13 months at the moment, so she wouldn't have had it yet anyway, which is a bit of a bummer. Georgie said, what is your favourite meal to cook or get at a restaurant? Anything with pesto in. I could have pesto every day. I freaking love it. Tara says, I've just broken up with my boyfriend of 7 years. We're trying to stay friends. Any advice? I'm going to be really blunt right now. Tara, stop this. If it was a long relationship and you don't have any need to stay in touch, so you don't have a child, you don't have joint assets, you don't have anything joint, just walk away. Just have a clean cut. It's really hard to be friends with your ex. I'm obviously have still contact with Darcy's dad because we share Darcy, so we have to be good to each other, but then like the boyfriend I had after that, the one that dumped me, nothing. We don't need to talk to each other. Like, that'd be really hard to stay friends, I think, because you've shared a lot with that person. I don't know. I do think I'm quite bitter though in my heart, so there might be a lot of people that are like, no, stay friends, keep it great, it's okay, but I just think cut and run, move on, find new people in your life. Sorry. Trent says, would you still do Strictly if asked? Yes. If I was asked to go on Strictly and be a contestant on Strictly, I would need picking up off the floor, because I would have screamed and cried myself into a mess. I might even actually mess myself with just, I can't even imagine the joy that would be. I can't even imagine it. And I've had 2 pregnancy tests that were positive when I wanted them to be positive, and that was joy, but I can't imagine the joy of being asked to be on Strictly. Too much, too much. Chloe says, what's your go-to drink at Starbucks? And it is a chocolate cream frappuccino with a shot of peppermint. I don't like coffee, so that is like drinking a Mintero. It is a big treat though. I mean, that's not a healthy living drink, let me tell you. Chloe says, I'm graduating in July. Congratulations. Any advice for trying to get employed? And my advice is to start now applying for things. Beef your CV up so much. Don't forget that employers aren't just looking for your qualifications, they're looking for things that you have to your name, other things you're good at, other things that you can do, other achievements that aren't necessarily academic, and that you're an interesting, charismatic, hardworking person. So try and get that across if you can, but start now. Claudia says, pineapple pizza? Yes. Chloe, you have given a lot of questions. Are you happy with your home how it is, or are you planning on doing any work to it? We were planning on doing work to it this year, so we're going to get these bathrooms ripped out and done differently, because like toilets boxed in and this brown tile and stuff, it's really not our taste at all, although it's very lovely. It's not really our taste, and we were also going to get our kitchen altered. However, we've put those plans on hold, definitely this year, potentially next year as well, because we have done something else with that little pool of money that we had saved up for that kind of thing. We've done something else with it instead. I'd love to talk about that more in detail another time, but we've decided that everything's in like perfect, well, I mean, some things are a bit broken, like this bath is sometimes leaks and one of the toilets doesn't work, but we can comfortably still use all the things in our house. So we've put that on hold to do something else with our money that we think is a better use of it for now, and something that we think will reap more rewards in the future. Controversial, I would really like to hear your opinions on Brexit, and that is from Lucy, and my opinion is that we should not be Brexiting. We were doing okay in the EU before, and I think that it's just, I don't really understand what's going to happen when we go. Oh no, Pearl's woken up again. But I tell you what I'm annoyed about, the amount of time all of our politicians have had to spend on this, and they could have been spending time on like doing better things. I'm going to make this last one because Pearl's just woken up, and this is from Jen, and it says just a simple how are you. Thank you very much, Jen. That's really nice of you to ask. I'm all right actually. It's been a busy day, and Pearl being poorly is like breaking my little heart, and I've got a lot on and lots of tabs open in my brain, but mentally I still feel really good. Don't feel like I'm sinking down. I feel able and confident, and I think that that is a blessing. So I'm very happy about that. I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'm gonna go in and stroke her back and go shh to her. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you soon for another one. Don't forget there's new videos going up all the time on Facebook as well as YouTube now, and I'm always on Instagram every day. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. P.S. I have actually run a bath tonight. Yeah.